So we're trying to practice to find slope of tangent for different kinds of function. So here I've taken the basic cubic function, right? So now the question here is, find the slope of the tangent to the curve f of x equals to x cubed at the point 2, 8. 2 cube is 8. So this point lies on our function, right? So the definition of slope is difference quotient, right? So m is equals to limit when h approaches 0, and we are considering 2 points. One is at x equals to 2, the other one very close to 2, which is 2 plus h. So we say f of 2 plus h minus f of 2 over 2 plus h minus 2. So let me write 2 plus h minus 2. That's what we're considering, right? Now, so we'll plug in 2 plus h here in our function and find what the value is. So it's limit h approaches 0. F of 2 plus h means the function is x cubed. So we'll write 2 plus h whole cube minus f of 2 is 8. So we can write 8 here. And then we have 2 plus h minus 2, which gives us h. Now, I want to remind you one thing. A plus b whole cube, most of us know, so we can of course expand it. But at times in test, you may have the question as x to the power of 5, x to the power of 7, something else, right? Which we will not know. So how to expand this part? Use Pascal's triangle. That is the solution, correct? So whatever degree of this polynomial is, it can be solved using Pascal's triangle. So that is what I want to remind you once again, right? So I know we all know this, but let me use Pascal's triangle just to give you an idea and a quick reminder that we could always use Pascal's triangle for getting or expanding these factors, right? So what happens? 1, 1, and then we add. So 1 comes here, 1 plus 1 is 2, and then we get 1 here, right? So that is the second row. 0th row, first row, second row. And third row gives us the coefficients. That is, we get 1, and 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, and 1. So these are the coefficients. And you know, when you add, degrees should be 3, because it's a cubic function which we are trying to do, correct? So I'll use these coefficients to expand this. So I'm taking this opportunity to remind you that this could be done on the side, and then you could do it. So you don't really have to remember all these formulas, correct? So the first term coefficient is 1, so 1 times 2 cube. 2 cube is 8. So I'm writing 8 straight away, right? So 8 plus second coefficient is 3. Okay, so let me expand this. Okay, so 3. So let me write 3 times 2 square times h, correct? So when you add these powers, it is 3 plus second coefficient is 3 also. 3 times 2, so let me write 3 times 2 times h square, and then we have 1 as a coefficient, and that is for h cube. So that is the expansion of 2 plus h whole cube minus 8 over h. I hope you understand, okay? So that is a good reminder. Now let's solve this. Now 8 minus 8 is 0, so we'll forget about this term. And we're left with 1, 2, 3 terms here, and in these terms we find h common. So let me factor out h first. So we're left with 2 square is 4, 4 times 3 is 12. And here we have plus 2 times 3 is 6h, because we have factored out 1h. And we get here h square over h. Okay? Now this we could write as limit h approaches 0, h and h cancel out. So we're left with 12 plus 6h plus h square. Now if we substitute h as 0, we get what? We get just the number 12. So slope at the point 2, 8 is 12 for the function x cubed. So that is our answer, correct? So that is how you will do it. And at times, if you need to sketch and show your work, so we can just sketch it like this. We say cubic function is kind of like this, correct? And the point of interest is 2. So at 2, we'll draw a tangent, and the slope of the tangent is given to us as 12. So it's kind of steep, right? So let's say this is our tangent line, and let's the point where x value is 2. So this is x value, this is y value. When you do it on a graph, you can see that. And you can find equation of your line. Well, to find equation of the line, sometimes asked, you should use y equals to mx plus b. Use this point and this slope and get your answer. Okay? Thanks and all the best.